pretty much topsy-turvy for Torpan, and also taking down Veggie. But now he has the ultimate test.
Yeah, no doubt.
0-0 Phenom. This is going to be, obviously, like, majority of the games that we see in Street Fighter 5 are pure knowledge checks, right? But I feel like there's going to be a little bit more here. It's going to be who's going to be like the aggressor. I think Luke does not do well when he's bulldogged. I've seen it numerous times, at least from the way it's played stateside. I want to know exactly how much practice both of these players have against their own character.
I mean, if you've been playing Street Fighter 5 for the last year, you played against Luke a lot.
I mean, in his region, when I would watch Phenom stream or put some of his clips online, even in the VODs, I don't see that in his region.
Okay, fair enough.
Unless I'm tripping, but every time I would like venture off into like Phenom's channel, I don't see it as often.
Fair enough. Well, I guess we will see then. Torpan, yeah, I mean, he is in a different situation than Phenom, who has been here so many times, not just in the CPT, but again, like in tournaments around the world, in majors, offline and online. And this is something he's very accustomed to. He's certainly the favorite coming into it this weekend. For Torpan, I think he was in the position that in terms of the seeding, they expected Veggie to get through. And then I think that his opponent at the beginning of this top 8, Yonzai, I think was in the position that people expected Rikamen's Barnet to get through. So instead, it's Torpan who has navigated all the way through that. And that's fantastic for him. But now, as you said, is the biggest challenge. Phenom, certainly the favorite. Can he make it happen? It would be fantastic for Torpan if he could. We'll see.
And we've seen the kind of grounded play that Torpan utilizes from his 3-0 matchup against the Bison player, Yonzai. And
Torpan looked great in that, no doubt.
Yeah.
Blew it up.
This is one of the biggest things I love seeing, too, is who's got the better control with the fireball game. Because, again, Luke has fantastic normals. It reaches pretty far. Low, medium kick, it leads to so much damage. Flash knuckles, in particular. But most of the time, it's like, if you can't use those forward-moving normals with the Sandblaster, what do? Oh, that's huge. That's actually pretty huge.
Yeah, it goes from what was a pretty even-ish situation to totally different story. Way down in life, into the corner, throw will kill. Torpan did not take the bait. Okay, super good defense, but just not for long enough. Luke
has the perfect tools for Luke, right? He really does. As it stands right now, again, we talked about Phenom's corner pressure, and we talked about the general strategy against Luke. Well, Phenom can encompass some pretty good offense. I don't know if you know, but he managed to command grab a certain legend 5 times in a row.
Ah, I've heard about that. I already like in this round that he dashed forward to try to get in. Torpan previously checked every time versus the dictator player Yonzai. Here he didn't versus Phenom, but he does have offense. Okay, here we go. Stun on the next one. And he calls it.
This guy's got it. This guy's got it, David. Look at the damage coming in.
He knew it. Torpan almost has super. Phenom's out of there, though.
You definitely could have killed. You 1,000% could have killed. You could have gone Sandblast or EX Uppercut to finish.
Baby.
But, baby. Okay, luckily for Torpan, he lives for another sequence.
Hey.
Oh, he took a page out of Phenom's book. EX Rising Uppercut.
Big question as to whether Torpan's going to be able to stand up to somebody like Phenom. And in this game one so far, the answer is yes. We'll see if he can do it for the long haul.
I love the usage of the EX Sandblaster as well to kind of double-check Phenom. But now both have loaded fists. Loaded forearms, technically.
That's where it resides. The power. That's where it lives. It's kind of hurt. Looks pretty gnarly.
Yeah, I feel like he's got to let that go eventually, right?
Yeah.
Looks like a giant sunburn.
It's just got to be terrible. Oh, okay. First big jump in. Either one of them has done, and it's Torpan who gets through Phenom.
And the frame kill afterwards. Oh, that's huge!
Oh, no, Phenom with a very rare error. It's almost done. Stun on the next grab. Or hit, yes.
Ooh.
Spending it all just like that, but it gives him the life lead.
That's not bad. Torpan actually gets to utilize his own thermal bear being that far away, but he opts to move into striking distance against Phenom. Oh, he's baiting. Well, Barrett still not tied, but he has enough for at least a couple of Sandblasters. That's one.
So close in life now. 25 on the clock.
That's two.
Wasn't quite close enough.
Oh, that could have been it.
But he didn't.
Oh, that was.
Who even died? Torpan's the one who takes it. Game number one.
Actually falling short. That's so smart. That's actually so smart to be within that range of Sandblaster and interrupt it on the way over. That is a classic. That is a classic Street Fighter thing, by the way. That
No
is a
doubt, no
super
doubt.
classic Street Fighter thing.
Oh man,
That was an excellent game sense overall from Torpan. The way he played it out all the way through, like having the thermal barrack, having the meter, everything could have gone topsy-turvy, but he stuck to his guns.
He's playing so well.
I'm a fan. I'm truly a fan.
And he waltzed up for the grab this time. He
And
puts in a bit of
mixes
pressure.
up his options also for the
Absolutely.
throws. This guy's been mad unpredictable in offense. Ooh. Cross-cut DP.
I mean, everything's
he's the
firing on
complete
all the
package.
cylinders. Yeah, yeah.
This is so good.
Phenom.
And checking the movement, Torpan not baiting it. Or sorry, not falling susceptible to it.
Will be a knockdown. It's a chance to get the V-skill
Oh,
going.
that's fine. Yeah, no thermal barrack for Phenom. Does have it for Torpan though. Activation plus frames, back throw is going to be so important. Roundhouse? No, the crouching medium punch instead.
Yeah, a little late too, just in case of DP.
Oh, you're right. It is back on the forward throw. My mistake.
Again with the
Oh,
he misses.
he thought
It's
he
a
had it. Oh,
big.
that was a very expensive frame kill. I will say that. Thermal barrack, finding the exchange. Oh, you're going to give him trigger.
Sure
Oh, you're
did.
dead. You're... Nani?
Oh, okay,
Oh,
Phenom ends up
man.
doing it, but yeah. Woo, boy.
I was going to say, I think off of that, you could kill. You could do, like, off the activation, you could target combo into thermal barrack, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh. This character's a character. Oh, yeah, the big opener now. Torpan actually had whiffed that in the previous round, but now finding the mark, that standing medium punch. And I'm glad he didn't commit to it because that second hit would have whiffed, 1000% from that far. With the counter hit pushback too, not a good deal.
Ooh, there it is, though.
Uppercut. Watch out for the EX. Not there. It's actually not there. He waited.
Yeah. So Phenom activated, but just like that, knockdown yet again. Torpan playing it safe-ish.
Oh, the trigger is on deck. Do you activate now as Torpan? You have to activate now as Torpan, right? To get yourself another one? Plus
We'll
frames,
see.
plus 2. Activate now.
Hey.
He tried to. Phenom got the better of it. Firing away first and a counter hit. There we go.
Oh boy, the whip, there it is! Phenom finds the connection, he's got the game. But this is a hard-fought battle between both of them. Very hard-fought so far.
I would have expected maybe like a thermal barrack to kind of push Phenom just a little bit further out and then try to go for like a whiff punish, but that was actually really well placed from Phenom. As soon as he saw like the thermal barrack, he gave like, you know, caution to it. He walked back a little bit. He's like, oh, he's not gonna do it, huh? I'm gonna go ahead and fire away with the spheres. Pretty good from Phenom, not backing down either. I like the challenge from both ends.
That's something to expect from Phenom. He's not somebody who backs down very often.
Guy's an actual fighter.
Uh-oh.
That was a really clean counter hit conversion off of the first jab, the big interruption.
Torpan's moving in ways he hadn't been before, and Phenom is very stable, calling them out, ready for them.
Caught by arms. Ooh, the charge with a knuckle. Do it again. Look at the damage with no bar required. Just a single V-skill.
Grab will do it at this point. Torpan in trouble in that round. Again, it wasn't just that Phenom had the corner pressure. Phenom got the corner pressure by calling out some of the movement, reacting to some of the movement that Torpan had. And in ways that Torpan wasn't doing before. He was so much more stable. Here it is. Yeah, got to settle down.
Oh, that was huge. Or that could have been huge, I should say. Phenom still checking with the crouching jab. Now creating space for himself after those 2 blocked medium punches. Already back to mid-screen. Just near even? No, Phenom has the lead.
Ooh!
That's so smart from Torpan. Just shy 2 times over from Phenom.
Right.
Medium sandblasters.
This is such amazing positioning by Torpan. Even on something small, I always get hyped for that stuff.
Yeah, Phenom knows that Torpan wants that low medium.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of walking up and blocking from Phenom.
Jeez, that's a lot of fireballs, too.
Is that in time? No, okay.
That was jab, too. Jab fireball. That's -4. You cannot test Phenom like that. Not at all.
Torpan in trouble. As this goes on, we see more control from Phenom's side. Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
Even right there, medium kick into the roundhouse. You know, that's somebody who expects that he's not going to get immediately whiff punished. Somebody who expects that Torpan's going to be moving forward again.
Yeah.
Phenom's calling out a lot of Torpan's movement, Torpan's button choices.
Oh yeah,
Punishing well, as you mentioned.
He's playing a lot of the counterpoke game this time. I don't know where that accent came from, but I think you've seen some of like the back roundhouses, very blatant call outs for movement or even like counterpoking too from the side of Torpan. I gotta say, Phenom, I feel like he's still playing the same sort of game plan, slightly more aggressive with medium punches or counterpokes, but it's just Torpan running into these.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. Yeah, I don't think Phenom has really been changing things up. I think he's had a very steady state of mind. I think Torpan's the one who is starting to move in ranges. Well, not even starting at this point. It's been about a game at this point of this happening, where Phenom has control. Oh.
That was a buffer, by the way. Off of that standing light kick, Torpan just had been in the range. He didn't even move. I think that was just spacing air from Phenom. Ooh, that's very heavy.
Into control. Activated. Yeah, not into too much, though. Phenom still with the life lead. Okay, they're both powered up. But to what end? Again, Phenom walking up and blocking a lot.
Oh, that's huge! Decent. Target combo into the... Oh, yeah, you're charging that up!
So many plus rims. Oh, no!
He had it.
He did. He really could have had the round. Phenom now has the life lead.
Setting the bar, Phenom. Uppercut! You already know it. The moose is loose.
There have not been that many jumps, but that's just a classic spot to jump. You can't afford to get hit anymore. Nobody wants to be on the ground in that position, and Phenom expected to jump right there.
Makes sense. Totally makes sense.
Match point for Phenom.
Very active again. I think Phenom had already sensed the mistakes from Torpan. Now he's being the aggressor for sure. The delay on the crouching heavy medium punch, I should say.
Oh boy.
Can you kill here, David? Is it gonna kill?
I mean, you let me know.
It's not quite gonna do it. The uppercut. You are within throw range. Attack. Range after that, but a little bit too overzealous on the forward movement. Phenom does get the trade-off, and we see him moving on. I think that's the first person to technically make Phenom bleed. That's one game from the side of Torpan. Not bad. Better than the 3-0. But I will say, Phenom in another familiar position, sitting in the winner side of Grand Finals.
You go back and look at game number 1, even I would say game 1.5, more or less. Very, very close. Very, very hard fought on both sides. They both clearly had ideas about what they wanted to do, and there were some similarities, certainly, in how they wanted to approach things. As it went on, there was more about Phenom not really changing his playstyle too much, but not needing to, because Torpan was running into more. Torpan started jumping. There's an example of it. Torpan started sort of not having the same control that he had before, and the changes were on Torpan's side, and unfortunately for him, they were negative.